Hello and welcome back to Next Stop News. This is a branch of the Smartquest devoted to informing and communicating with my fan base, as well as the overall transit community regarding current events within the system. First off, before we begin, I want to pay my respects to George Floyd by holding a moment of silence. Here's the list of topics we shall discuss in this month's installment. As you know, the last set of R46s, 5826 to 5829, has recently left Jamaica, and it is the last set of R46s to go to Coney Island Yard. And it's pretty cool that they signed it up as E on its last moments on the Jamaica tracks. Jamaica Yard is now 100% R160s. That means that Jamaica Yard has joined East New York Yard in being 100% new tech trains, meaning anytime you step on an E, F, J, M, R, or Z train, it's always going to be a new train. Watch me tear down that statement to shreds later on in this video. The N has returned to Coney Island. As of May the 4th, 2020, the N trains have returned. And also, the 42nd Street shuttle will be closed for the remainder of 2020, as was recently announced as of May 14th. And that'll help them finish the construction work sooner. The statement I made before about the E, F, J, M, R, and Z being all new is stipulatory. Right now, I want you to throw what I just said right out of your mind, as it has been overruled once again. On 1 a.m. on June 3rd, 2020, 3292, the sixth car of the consist running on a northbound A train, and 3291, being the seventh car, broke apart from each other, meaning that the permanent link bar between the cars snapped. It is claimed to be the result of a missing pin that should be present within the link bar, aka the drawbar. I am only aware of this happening one other time, on a 5 train between 149th and 138th Street Grand Concourse on an R142, a model also made by Bombardier. Now, I don't know if this is an actual correlation, but pilots aside, the R179s that have the most serious defects reside in Pitkin and 207 on the A and C lines. Because remember, before this, we had 2 C trains that had door issues whilst in motion, which caused the first taking out of service of the R179s. It was later discovered that 16 issues occurred between December 1st and January 7th, 10 being door related. You have 55-year-old trains that never experienced this, but a train less than 1 year old does. I assume it happened on the A due to the high velocity and quick braking necessary to operate the line, which puts a lot of tension and compression on the link bars. Probably gave out at chambers due to a difference in elevation, as well as the descent which the train does to reascend. It uses gravity as well as centripetal force to propel itself up the hill to Chambers Street. And doing that, it probably just gave way, because that particular R179 just couldn't handle the force of a commonly traversed area anymore. The safety chains, aka the intercar barrier springs, stretched over an enormous distance too. I would have never expected to see that in my life. Never had a clue that they could stretch that far. I thought they'd snap off like they previously did once. This was a pivotal reason for Bombardier being absolved into Alstom, as well as the legal actions which the MTA has taken and may still take against Bombardier in the future. I know these are absolute failures, and Electro would be chewing me out for ever loving them in the first place, but he's not here right now, so he can't do that. If this was an isolated incident on another fleet type, I could somewhat understand, but it's not. However, an independent contractor like Hal Cagney was responsible for the door malfunctions on the R179s. And I've just received word today that the issue was actually a separate issue It was a result of a QA/QC failure at Wabtec, the makers of the link bar, and this is according to DJ Hammers on the forums. And now that the issue has been identified, once the R179s finish inspection, it may not be long before they return to service. Anyways, this forced all 318 R179s to once again be removed from service for the second time this year, right before Phase 1 of New York City reopening June 8th. To facilitate service on the rest of June 3rd, all R46s were used on the A and C lines. On Thursday, a day after the R179's failure, R160s once again touched base on the C, those being CBTC 8300 units numbered 8329 to 32, 8341 to 44, 8357 to 8360, and 8369 to 8372. And on Friday, units were shuffled around to go to the A line, which have seen service as early as Saturday, June 6th. Spare sets at Coney Island from the F line, those being 9268 to 72, 9333 to 37, 9113 to 17, 9223 to 27, 9198 to 9202, 9363 to 67, 8888 to 92, 9018 to 22, 8993 to 97, and 9003 to 9007. Damn, that's a lot of sets. There's more. What? Are you serious? Oh my goodness. Okay, fine. 9293 to 9297, 9728 to 9732, 9873 to 9877, 8688 to 8692, 8723 to 8727, 9453 to 9457, 9723 to 9727, 9768 to 9772, 8708 to 8712, 9328 to 9332, 9843 to 9847, 9503 to 9507, 8978 to 8982, and 8938 to 8942. 12 R160s for the A in total.
Hold on, champ, it's not that easy. You're not done yet.
Well, actually, there's 15 R160s on the A, 9738 to 9742, 9673 to 9677, 9513 to 9517, 9688 to 9692, 9603 to 9607, 9818 to 9822. Darn, how are they able to transfer all these trains? To make up for the 13 R179s that are no longer able to serve the A at this moment. So the A has been the best covered out of this whole R179 debacle. The A has been dealt with the best. I mean, it got Siemens, for crying out loud, which debuted on Sunday. But now the A is totally the E-Train's brother, for real. It was the E-Train's brother when it started to get those 10-car R179s, but now it's official. Sets were sent to Pitkin from both Coney Island and Jamaica yards to cover for the spots which the R179s would usually fill. This was really smart because this is almost like Coney Island's way of finishing the swap by getting the 3 remaining Siemens together. So once they finished their work at Pitkin, they could go right to Jamaica. So Pitkin Yard shouldn't disassemble those trains. So in conclusion, we got a restoration of fleet assignments that existed in 2018, and as a bonus, something that hasn't happened since 2006 has now come to pass. Sets of R32s have been sent to East New York Yard to make service on the J and Z. Several interesting units have been sent to the J, including one of the oldest units, 3360, a 3300 on the J, 3444 to 3777, and also 3888. So it's going to be very interesting when those units are placed into service to cover for the 12.5 R179s. And as far as the R32s are concerned, the rail fan window area is going to be chained off, so for social distancing practices, as well as the conductor's area between the 4th and 5th cars. Still, it will be exciting to see R32s back on the J and Z, as well as on the A and C, to fill in the remaining gaps. Also, before this whole R179 debacle happened, there was an East New York unit, 3142 to 3149, which saw service on the C to make up for the fact that the R32s were retired. So that means that before the R179s crapped out once again, that the fleet on the C was 3142 to 3237, and the J's fleet was 3050 to 3141. So they both possessed around 11 trains each. So it's going to be interesting to see how the R32s, R143s, and R160s, as well as R46s, all work together to fill the gap which the 318 R179s have made in the system. I mean, we have been nerfed at least 96 cars, probably more due to the fact that some of the R32s have been stripped, because they can't just whip out the 42s again because they are officially retired. Everybody saw the ceremony. So this fleet assignment roster only takes into account the R32s being in service. So the A is going to use R46s and R160s with maybe a couple R32s. It will be rare to see them on the A, but they might show up. The C will use R32s and R160s, maybe some R46s. The J and Z will use R32s, R143s, and R160s to facilitate service. On Monday, June 8th, it was only R46s and R160s on both the A and C, with the C being dominated by R46s and the A being a balance of R46 and R160, and the J was only R143 and R160. Now, because the 179s might return, the 32s may not even see service at all. 5439. 5439 has been re-released into the public after its temporary hiatus, debuting on the BX9 just like in 2017. Or might I say, re-debuting. That bus has surely been around, man. First as a white LFSA in Kingsbridge, then as a select bus service unit in Michael J. Quill, then as a blue LFSA in Kingsbridge once again. The LFSAs used to be a fleet that represented order and select bus stability, but are now a fleet that has had some interesting alterations. They've been in Quill, Flatbush, and Gun Hill, and even now serve as loaners for depots that need them. Like one time you had an LFSA that ran on the BX6. And one half of the fleet has a window alteration which improves driver safety and convenience. So as back to 5439, it's pretty cool how this one LFSA is different from the rest of the fleet, as it is a 2017 model, fully blue and in a totally different depot, and it is basically broken and defied the laws of Novabus physics when it comes to the Cuomo scheme. That being said, seeing the moves which will occur when the B1 and B82 select bus service go Arctic will surely be interesting. As far as XE60s are concerned, we used to have 4950 to 4958 as well as 4962, but 4956 was not in that mix. And now we have 4950 to 4955, 4957 to 4960, and 4962 to 4964. So we are currently missing 4956 and 4961, 2 out of the 15 bus order. Currently though, not all of them are in service. They come out occasionally, some of them come out. Apparently, according to the forums, 9 out of the 15 XE60s were out of service temporarily, but they are getting back on the road now. So that's kind of strange. That means they basically went back up there. Maybe, I mean, those electric buses, they don't run all the time. When they do run is for very limited spurts of time. So we'll just see what happens with those. By the way, it's completely fantastic that the XE60s have adopted the numbers of the 1999 RTSs. Now, 4959, that's a cool bus. 4959. I'm really happy that 4959 got to touch base on the M79. I really wanted to see an XE60 hit the 79, so I'm well pleased. There's no word on the LFSE hybrids nor the R211s as of now. Smartquest is on a hold for obvious reasons. Actually, Smartquest as a whole has been cancelled, meaning there will be no more new episodes past episode 7. So meaning it'll just be 1 through 7 and these news shows and any other external additional things that are part of the show. And as far as recording episodes 8, 9, 10, 11, and maybe 12, that has been postponed due to unforeseen circumstances. That brings our Next Stop News to an end. Please subscribe and stay blessed.